This is the 4-4-2 formation in action, and a lot of you have been asking me what custom tactics and instructions do I actually run on the 4-4-2. So on your demand, I am going to show you the best 4-4-2 custom tactics in my opinion. I can tell you for sure, what we are about to do with this formation is the best thing you can do with the 4-4-2 even at the highest level of the game. I am talking pro versus pro games, okay? So both of my strikers are going to be target player. This is important. I am not giving them comeback on defense. If I want them to come back on defense, I am going to activate striker drop back in game. Now this is the instruction which is the best instruction for the 4-4-2. I have showed you this before as well. And yes, in my last 4-4-2 video, I said I only use one player on this instruction now, but I went back to get forward and I have used it a lot, like 50 games. And I can tell you, this is indeed the best instruction, guys. Get forward, stay on the edge of the box for one of your CMs, and the other CM would be get forward, get into the box for the cross, and cover center. So one is stay on the edge, the other is get into the box. Like I have said, the most effective way of scoring in this game is through recycling the play. And this formation just offers too many recycling options when you have your CMs on get forward. If you might argue, if you put them on stay back, they give you more of a recycling option. And yes, that is also true. However, what we are going to do with custom tactics actually negates that. It gives us the best of both worlds. We have players inside the box available and we have players on the edge of the box for the recycle as well. Our RM is going to be get into the box, get in behind. We are not using comeback on our RM. Our LM is going to be cut inside, get in behind, get into the box for the cross. Our left back is going to be balanced overlap. If your right back is the more attacking fullback, you can use your right back to overlap, but we use our left back. Our right back is going to be stay back, overlap. We do not use conservative interceptions on this formation because we want to high press the opponent. Now it's up to you. You can watch the tactics which I'm about to show you and dip, or you can actually learn how to use these tactics in game. Blindly copying something will only get you so far. The width is going to be 42. The depth is going to be 62. We are not using 71. We don't need auto offside traps. If we want offside traps, we will trigger them in game manually by double tapping the down arrow. Build up play is going to be balanced. Chance creation is going to be direct passing. Previously, I used to use 35 width, 42 width, but I now use 50 width. I feel it is the best of both worlds. Players in the box, this is where it gets interesting. If you want more of a recycling option, then I would recommend using it at 2. I use both 2 and 4. Sometimes when I need more recycling options, I use 2 players in the box. Sometimes I use 4. So experiment with both. And the feedback that I've been getting from the players that I coach at the highest level, they tell me that 2 is actually better, but for me, nowadays I'm using 4. The 4-4-2 is a wonderful formation. It gives you the ability to play possession and it gives you the ability to counter attack as well. For that very reason, you need a player with incisive pass plus. That is the reason I did Ice Cavi. Incisive pass plus on your CMs in this formation is a game changer, especially if they are going to be playing get forward, then double tapping the triangle button is absolutely game changing. This is why we use our fullback to overlap. Now see, in this situation, we do not have a passing opportunity available. So we have the fullback. What do? We go in the wings and then we recycle. What does recycling mean? Recycling simply means to pull the ball back from the wings towards the midfield and then go for the goal. It is a wonderful tactic to score goals in FC24. One thing that you have to note is that defending is very manual in this formation. You have to be good at player switching. Otherwise, you will struggle, especially when both of your CMs are on get forward. So you might want to practice right stick switching before you go and use the 4-4-2 formation. Like I always say, one formation isn't a definitive answer to every formation. And this is a common question I get. How do we counter the 4-4-2? You counter it by playing 4-2-2. When your opponent is playing 4-2-2, guys, it comes out to who is a better player against the 4-4-2, right? If he is playing a 4-4-2 second variation, the game will be stuck as well. In these situations, sometimes the RNG can go against you. What do? You switch to another formation. You switch to your second game plan. And this is our second game plan nowadays. We use a crossing tactic. You need one tall player like Cristiano Ronaldo on the wings. This tactic is especially viable against players who drop back and just control the defense using their AI. If you're struggling against such players, you need one tall guy on the wings and you need someone with whipped cross plus, which almost everyone has. Put them on balanced overlap, right? And your lamb should be someone with good crossing as well. Then what do? You whip the balls in. The instructions are the same as the last video. Stay central, target player, stay forward, get into the box, conservative interception, ram, come back, get into the box, conservative interceptions. Your lamb is going to be come back, get into the box, conservative interceptions. I always prefer the right side player to be the tall guy. Why? Because most left backs are short, man. Unless the opponent is using Kai Havertz, even then, if you have someone like Ronaldo in the air, they will beat him. But most opponents use Bacha, right? If you are coming up against Salma Bacha, then game is over. Lorente, stay back, conservative interceptions. Stay back, conservative interceptions, cover center, right? Our LDM is going to be balanced cover center, conservative interceptions. I use conservative interceptions on every player in this formation because we want to control the game. Same tactics as the last time. Nothing has changed over here. We didn't feel the need to change, but what has changed is the way we play in game. Here we are losing 3-1 in this game. We switch to our second tactic and look what happens. We win the ball high up the pitch. The 4-4-2 wasn't working in this game because he was also playing a 4-4-2, right? What do? We go up, we go down, right? We cross the ball into Cristiano Ronaldo and we score this easy header. When you have a tall guy at the back post, your opponent gets scared. Most of them will try to block the cross. And if you do not go for the cross, you have the opportunity for the extra pass. The 4-2-3-1 is the best formation for the extra pass. If you like to give the extra pass, then I would recommend starting out with the 4-2-3-1 and not the 4-4-2 formation, especially if you struggle with defending. Look, once again, we saw that Ronaldo is on the back post. We went for the L1 square chip cross. I always go with the chip cross, which is L1 plus square. In this situation, we needed to get the equalizer. Once again, the opponent was a decent player. He was all right. So what did we do? We waited for Kai Havertz. Ronaldo is up against Bacha. He will always win the header. It is a cheesy way of scoring goals, but it surely works. And if I am playing a top tier player and the 4-4-2 isn't working, 4-4-2 is the first choice formation, then I would first try to go for the headers. If the headers don't work, then I would switch to the 4-3-2-1 formation. I have the instructions changed. No, stay central, get in behind. LF, stay central, come back. RF, stay central. RCM, get forward, get into the box, cover wing. CM, stay back, cover center. LCM, stay back, cover center. So the formation defends in a 4-4-2. Still, it is not a very good formation defensively. Left back, balanced overlap. Right back, stay back, overlap, right? Same instructions as the last time. 45, 65, balanced, direct, 53, 4, 2, and 1. One thing has changed in the 4-2-3-1 actually. Last time I was using 71 depth. Now I put it to 65 because I felt like I want to control the game and 71 was triggering too many auto offside traps for my liking. So we adjusted the depth to 65. And now when you are winning the game in the last moments, what do? We switch to the 44 depth. So there is little to no pressure at all. In this video right here, you can see me using the 4-4-2 for a full game of elite rivals. So I want you to check this video out here to master these tactics.